Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Let me scroll up so I can say hello to everybody. Hello, Candy. Hello, Kate. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Penny. Hello, Linda. Hello, Aurora. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Annie. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Beverly. Hi, everyone. If I missed anyone because the comments are going real quick, I apologize. Remember, we are streaming in 4 places today. We are streaming on 2 YouTube channels, a Facebook page, and on TikTok. So if you see that restream bot pop up and say, hello, this is so on and so forth, it's not something bad. It is literally just the system carrying over different chats from different places. So make sure that we are live everywhere. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Looks like we are live on everything. So I can set my phone down. Hello to everyone else that's just joining in saying hello. I'm so excited that you're all here with me tonight. It was Flannel and Chuck Taylor Day here at Brutus Monroe for my birthday week. And I'm super excited that everyone wore flannel today. Well, what's really funny is over there, I know you guys can't see it, there's a wardrobe of all different clothing that I can wear in a pinch if I need to in here in the studio. And 3 of our peers, our employees here at Brutus Monroe today, forgot to wear a flannel or didn't wear a flannel, so they came in here and they were wearing my flannels today, which I thought was hysterical. So if anybody wins that's wearing my flannel, I told them I'd get half from the polls and the voting. So thank you to everybody else that is just joining in. Couple pieces of, I guess you could say, not homework. What's the word I'm looking for? Couple of things that we're gonna go over. First and foremost, my big birthday bash sale ends on Sunday, which is my actual birthday on Sunday. So if you are interested in getting some items from that giant birthday bash sale, you are able to grab it until Sunday. Remember, I'm turning 40, so because of that, all of the items in the birthday bash sale are 40% off. That is the lowest we will be doing on any of those products until Black Friday this year, which is obviously, still half a year away. Housekeeping, that's it, housekeeping. I have my little housekeeping cheat sheet here that I should probably hold on to from Jess. So if you want anything from that birthday bash collection, please, please, please grab it before Sunday. Head on over to that to the event site. We've separated it and put it on the event site this year just so that it was a little bit easier for you to navigate and shop. Because again, if we put it on the general Brutus Monroe website, it makes things a little bit, I think, a little bit more difficult. But it might be easier for you. So we tried it this year. And it seems to be working well. Hello, Julie. Secondly, my birthday bash class. I cannot wait to see you guys in class. This year, we've never done a birthday class before. We've always done a birthday box, but this year, I cannot wait for you to see what you're getting in the birthday box and also in the class. Those ship out. They start shipping out Monday. We should be able to get all of them out on Monday, so you will have them in plenty of time for class next weekend. Remember, class kicks off next weekend. If you are taking my birthday bash class, if you are a part of that, we have a new Brutus Monroe classroom. So if you go to events.brutusmonroe.com, we have created a brand new classroom. It has your lessons, it has your classes, it will have your PDFs. So much more organized, excuse me, than we used to be when it came to classes. We used to just broadcast it on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube, on Facebook. Hope for the best. Put all sorts of stuff that, in the notes, I guess you could say, on Facebook. And it was always too much. So now, when you enroll in one of our classes or one of our events at Brutus Monroe, you are thrusted into the Brutus Monroe classroom space. And you'll see it's really, really cool. You can actually look at your lessons. You can look at it's really, really fun. But if you want to get in on the actual class to happen, I guess when everybody else is doing the class would be the best way to explain it to you. You do need to purchase that class or box or just box by Friday. So can't wait until the 2 stores will make everything so much easier. Julie, we are working on it. It's probably not going to happen until next year. It's a lot to kind of get everything merged together, quote unquote. So We're going to be moving to a much bigger platform, hopefully next year. But until then, we really have to just keep it separate for now. And I know it's not the greatest, but it helps our team right now. Because right now, until we move to that bigger platform, which takes quite some time to transport, we have two separate places where things are fulfilled and things are it's just much easier. I know it doesn't matter to you because it's on the back end, but I promise it's something that we're working on. We are working on. And we're working on Scoozy's being, its own separate thing, but still the same thing. But the way it will work is, like, if you shop at the Gap now or at Old Navy, those two websites are the same website, but you can shop together in one cart. I don't know. We're working on it. We are working on it. I'll buy you a boom mic. Oh, well, my mic is right here. I mean, I can hang it from the ceiling, but it's I kind of project, so it has to be here. It has to be there because I'm pretty loud. So you might just want to pop up your volume a little bit. So that is Friday. Friday is the deadline for that. Now, you can still purchase those items up until and after all of those things are sold through. Now, there are quite a few things that are in the bundle or in the kit or in the birthday thing that are going to be sold separately. There are some exclusives in there, so you'll be able to purchase the class separately if you would like in the future. Right now, it is just the box and the class, or just the class. I think you can purchase just the class separately. If anybody's here from the Brutus Monroe team, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you can just purchase that separately. And then last but certainly not least, there is some more stuff, but we'll finish up with this. The back in stocks. So you all went like Cucaracha last month with all of those beautiful bunnies and the fun little Easter and spring items. Those are back in stock. So Flying Bunnies, BRU2117, that is back in stock. Bunny background, BRU9144, that is back in stock. Jessica McCardle just told me yes, you can. So that's a double yes. So I will say that is correct. Hip Hop Hooray, BRU8956 is available to purchase again. Bunny Friends, BRU1018 is available to be purchased again. And Letters from Heaven, BRU4350, which was a launch last December, I think it was. That is available again. Hello, Samantha Reed. And then last but certainly not least is the bundle. So the Letters from Heaven stamp and die is BRU0167. There will be an email going out, I don't know, either tonight or tomorrow, reviewing all of those things that are back in stock. So if you did miss them, and I know a lot of you were looking for the bunnies, November, Jessica says, you can grab those now. All right, so who's ready to make, I think we're going to make 2 cards tonight. Let's see here. I have a meeting tonight at, I think it's 8:30 for the Green Tree Council. So normally it's on Wednesday, so there's not a problem. But tonight it has been moved to Thursday. So I gotta head over to that. So yeah, all right. So are you ready to see the free gift and make a couple cards? I know I am. Hello. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Bear with me. I'm just grabbing my paper here. I had a whole stack of paper and then I lost it. I think we're going to have a whole lot of fun tonight. Okay. Okay. So let's head down to the table and let's talk about the free gift. Oops. Wrong camera. Oopsies. No memory card. Well, that's because we're not filming. All right. Give us a second. Okay, there we go. Hello, everybody. We're back. We are back. So the freebie is at a $50 level today into the weekend because The freebie this time around is, and I don't know what is going on with my focus. It is driving me bonkers. The free gift, there we go, is the Bunch of Balloons die set. So the Bunch of Balloons die set, you get a whole bunch of balloons, just like it says there. You are going to receive a die set that includes 6 balloons. And those 6 balloons, I will grab my finished, well, not finished ones, but the ones that I was working on earlier, because I'm going to show you something else that you can get. These are what those balloon sizes look like. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so you're getting 6 different balloon sizes. You get this completely free if you spend $50 or more. I know you're going to ask the sizing, so the first one is 2 and 11/16. I can tell you that because look at my new ruler. Did y'all get this ruler? It just came out on Tuesday and I'm obsessed with it. I use it all the time. So this is, again, 2 and 11/16. The next one is 2 by 3/16. And I guess we'll just go to the smallest one. The smallest one is 5/8 of an inch. Okay. So you will get six of those if you spend $50 or more from now until Sunday. And there's lots of new stuff on the website that you can, I think you can achieve that goal. Secondly, the second item that you can get, now this isn't a free gift. This is something you could purchase separately, but this is called Bunch of Balloons, and then this is called the Bunch of Balloons Multimedia Stencil. So what you can do with this is you can just go ahead and stencil all over your background. You can do this just with an A2 size piece of paper, create a really pretty background with all of your balloons. You can go from there. That could be it. You could be done. You can make your card. Or this was specifically designed to go with your dies. So that's the very first thing that we're going to do tonight, is we are going to do some ink blending. And with that ink blending, I'm going to show you how you can cut out your little balloons. Hello to everybody that is joining in. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. All right, so we're going to take this. It already has some pixie spray still left on the back of it, and I'm just going to push it down. I mean, there's still some ink on here. I should probably clean that off. Hold on one second. Let's clean that ink off real quick, because that's going to cause some issues for us when we start blending. And of course, since it's a stencil, I want you to think, there goes my, what's it called? And I'm going to use my stencil cleaner, because the stencil cleaner works best really for dissolving all of those inks. Okay, look at how pretty that is. But again, since it's a stencil, I want you to think of all the things that you would use a stencil for. So, obviously, oh look, and it got all gross because it had all that ink on it. Like, what would you use? Whoopsies. It's not very sticky anymore because I set it on that. We'll add a little pixie tape to it. So, all the things that you would use your stencil for, or that you would normally use your stencil for, you'll be able to use with this stencil. Because, again, this stencil is going to coordinate perfectly with all of your dies. Hope that makes sense. So let me grab my inks here. So we're going to just go from side to side. You can do this however you would like. If you, what just flew across the room? Oh, my brush cleaner. But I'm just going to go from this side over, and some of the balloons are going to be completely one color, and some of the balloons are going to, so we're going to get, oh no, we're good. So we're going to get a rainbow, and you don't have to worry too much about the cross-contamination of the colors if you are cutting them out. If you're not cutting them out, it's going to be a little bit different, because you can run into the issue of, okay, so this orange is almost dry as a bone. Oh, we don't have a choice because we don't have another orange, so I really need to work on the re-inking situation. All right, so we're going in with the orange, and this is just going to create a really pretty little background of color. All right, now we need yellow. I hope everybody's having a good day. Isn't this a great free gift? I think it is. You're just going to keep on blending. Doesn't matter if you go off kilter here. Okay. And then we need green, which we're going to use overzealous. I'm using all freebie. Is it going into the cart? That's strange. That's never happened before. Hold on one moment. I'll take a look at it. Are you on the Brutus Monroe page? Because it won't go in the cart on the events page. We don't have it set up for the events page yet. But are you on the regular Brutus Monroe cart? Oh yes, he's one of my besties. He might not tell you that. He'll be like Christopher Allen. Who? Oh, or Penny? Do you have access to that app now? Where's my phone? Are you able to change it? Okay. Hold on one moment. Let me fix that. Uno momento, por favor. I'll fix it here for us. No, it should be good to go. Maybe it's because of the other free gifts. Go ahead and try it. Oh, maybe it's not. I have an idea. Hold on. I've got an idea. Give me one moment, my friends. I know why. Sorry I have to pause. I'm sorry that I have to pause making this, but one of these days, I don't know when, but one of these days, this free gift I am not going to have to do myself. I don't know. I can't guarantee. I can't make any guarantees. I can't. I wish I could make you a guarantee. So go ahead and refresh and let me know if it works now, my loves. Let me know if it works now. Let me know. All right. Back to blending. back to what I set forth to do today and not fix free gifts. But here we are. Alas, here we are. All right. So now we're going to grab a purple because for all the excitement, we have room for purple today. Oh no, Kate, that makes sense. Did it? Oh, why didn't now, Shirley? Thank goodness. All right. So, go ahead and add in our color. And that, I think, is a very pretty blend, if I don't say so myself. So let me move these out of the way. And now, let's grab, let me peel this off of here. Let's grab our dyes. Look at how beautiful that is. The blue ink is called No Diving, which we should have in stock. I know a lot of the Simon Hurley inks are out of stock right now, and we're working on getting them back. But might be out of stock. All right, so you're going to take your little die set that we just launched. Grab yourself some tape. And you can cut out your balloons. You're going to get them in all different colors. Now, obviously, just like the packaging suggests, you can do these out of just regular everyday what's the word I'm looking for? Cardstock. But I want to do them out of this because I designed the stencil to do that. So it makes it so much easier. Since you make your own special order, I want to try. I want the trash pieces that you discard before sending them out to us, the parts that come out of the middles. You could definitely send an email about that. I'm not sure how the team would facilitate that, but you could certainly send an email. I mean, this particular set, I believe the inside pieces are going to be sold later as masks is generally how that's done. But again, you are more than welcome to shoot an email to info@brutusfornerd.com, and I betcha someone will be able to give you an answer to that. All right, so I should have cut this down beforehand, but it is what it is. We'll be fine. But we need to cut this down a little bit so we can send it through our machine. Okay. Let's go ahead and toss this. And I'm going to grab my die cutting machine. We can get to things much easier now because we clean things up. Yeah, I believe they're going to be launched. I think that that's what I heard today in their meeting, because I just design the things and then they, well, I don't design everything, but they then come up with ideas generally from those designs. Okay, so let's go ahead and send this through now. And again, this is an excellent way for you to be able to utilize that stencil. And again, you saw it whenever I pulled it off of there. It can be used just as a stencil, as a background stencil. It doesn't have to be used like this, but look at these balloons when I take them out of here. Look at these gradients that we're getting. I mean, who wouldn't want to receive a card like this? that has all of the different gradients built in. Now, we're not going to use all of the balloons. I think we'll probably use about 4 of them. Absolutely. Done and done. Jess was actually talking about that before she left today, so that's easy peasy. Easy peasy. Okay, and then you want to keep this because you still have all of your pieces on the outside, right? I mean, I would keep that. So now let's take a look here. So we have our little balloons here, and it's going to give us, you know, we can kind of stack them like so. And I don't know, I feel like the three is enough. What do you think? Because we are going to, I just love and it's going to be hard to see the gradient of the red because the lights are so bright in here. But can you see? I mean, it's very, very pretty. Maybe if I zoom in, it'll be better. Oh, yes. Much better. Let me block that light. See how pretty they are? I think they're gorgeous. Okay. And then for this one, we are going to have to steal something from 2 other items. Something that has not released yet. But if you are taking the Spring Fling event, which I know quite a few of you that are in here with me are, we're going to steal this Happiest Birthday sentiment, which we are not using in class, so we'll use it tonight. All right, and then we are also going to steal from the birthday box, and these are all things that if you are signed up for these different events, you will have access to very soon. And again, some of these pieces will be sold separately, so you will be able to use them separately as well. Oh, I know where it is. Whoopsies. It's already been cataloged. One moment, please. Okay. And we are also going to use this month's paper pack. I should have gone over all of these things that we were going to use beforehand, but luckily, if you just kind of follow along or watch later, you'll be able to see what I'm using. And I'm sorry that you can't hear me right now. I know that it's hard to hear me because I'm not there. No, the stencil is coordinating item. No, this is completely separate. Completely separate, my love. All right. Okay, so I think I have everything that I need now. So we are going to take, okay, so let's start with the Flower Power paper. And I think we're going to do something that's rainbow-esque because of these beautiful, beautiful. I think this kind of, well, maybe this, and we can kind of, or this. What do we think about this? I think this one might be it. Okay, so we're gonna do a choice. Because if I can't figure it out, I need your help. So let's do first 1 to 3. A, B, or C. A, B, or C. Which one should I use for our background? Now note that I am going to add some vellum so it's not super busy with our nestable oval die. So it won't be too crazy busy, so don't worry about that. But what do we think? A, B, or C? First to 3 we will use. Okay, we have 1 for B. for A. Uh-oh. Is someone keeping track? Okay, 2 for A. Hello, Isis. Oh my goodness, I'm sharing on Tuesday, excuse me, everything that everyone has sent me for my birthday. Thank you so much, Isis, for that beautiful card. And Jerry sent me some stuff. I've gotten quite a few things, so I'm going to show all of that on Monday. All right, so that is 3 A's. So A it is. Okay, so let me go ahead and that's actually 4 A's. Put this to the side here, and now you can cut this down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to keep this kind of over to the side here. And the rest, per your request, have been sent out. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to keep this over here where our balloons are going to be. So I think that that's going to radiate perfectly. What do you think? I think you all made the right choice. Oh my goodness, thank you to everybody that is purchasing to get that freebie. I think you're going to like the second card we're doing too. It's such a simple freebie, but I think it's a really great one. All right, so now we're going to take our nestable ovals. This is the this actually comes in the inspiration box this month, if you could believe it. And the inspiration box, I believe, is now sold out. Not sure though. If it's not, it's very close to being sold out. Okay, I'm going to grab the third one in here. Oh, I was trying to not do what I just did, but let's grab our third one in, I think. Yeah. Which, if you're measuring, that one is oh, I zoomed out too much. Whoops, even more for too much. That one is 5 inches. Okay, so we're going to set that to the side. We're going to grab our vellum. The heat resistant kind. And we'll go ahead and send that through our die cutting machine. I hope everybody's having a good day. All right. It is Walter's birthday today on the inspiration team. How exciting. Okay, if we have more of a white background, it seems to let the colors work a little bit better. I'm gonna have to play around with the cameras at some point. All right, so now we have this puppy for here. Look at that. It just is gonna give it just that little amount of something that we need to kind of tone down that background a little bit, because we're gonna have a lot of rainbow, as we do, especially for my birthday. All right, and then we're gonna need to grab a piece of black cardstock, because see in your kit that you are going to receive very soon, if you are a part of my class, you are going to receive this die set. And this die set is called Candles and Balloons. Very creative. Very creative on my part. And we're going to send this, you get a little string, quote unquote. So we're going to send that through here. Let's see, we'll do that 3 times. And I'm not going to use Raven today. I'm instead going to use Midnight, because I've really been into Midnight lately. And I think it's, you know, it's not as deep and dark whenever you're... Hi, Glenda. Yes, things are okay. They're all right. I mean, things could always be better, right? All right. So let me pop that out so you'll see it. It's just your little tie string for your balloon. All right. And I'm going to have 3 of those. They're all going to go kind of to different heights because obviously the balloons are going to be at different heights. Yes, I love Midnight. Oh, you're welcome, Walter. I wasn't sure if you were here or not. I know we have a lot of silent watchers. All right, there's number 2. Pop that out of there. And we have one more to do. Oh, don't move on me now. Everything was going so well. Okay. Okay. Oh, that worked. Woohoo. All right. So let's move this puppy out of the way because we're done with this for now. We are going to use this for the second card. All right. The second card, we're going to use those puppies like the Men of Monroe used last night. Very excited about that. All right, so we got our strings. Put everything away as we're going. That'll make for light work later, right? Whoops a doozy. Okay. Set all of this to the side because we are going to go ahead and let's move this, shift this up here a little bit. Take our stamp set. Oh my goodness, is this a beautiful stamp set? I can't wait for all of you to receive it. I mean, you should have all received it at this point if you are a part of Spring Fling. You all should have it at this point. Oops, our Smile and Good Vibes is still in here. My goodness. You can see I haven't used my Misty since then. All right, so we have our stick and stamp mat in place. We're going to take our little vellum piece here and just kind of set it wherever you'd like. And I'm going to take the happiest birthdays. And we're just going to place it right down here. I'd say kind of, I don't know, lower third right hand side. I don't think that looks very straight, but that's okay. All right. All right. And remember, our vellum can be stamped on. It is heat resistant, meaning if you want to emboss on it, you can do that too, but it stamps so beautifully. Look at how crisp that is on that vellum. Whew. If you have not tried our vellum, now's the time. Using my favorite squeaky clean scent, which is the Rainbow Wishes. It smells so good. need that like in a gallon. To clean off our stamp here. I can't wait for Spring Fling. If you're taking it in person, we're doing it in the classroom next door this year. So if you watch me on video at home, you're going to be able to see our beautiful rainbow backdrop. All right, so I'm just going to heat set this very quickly because I did stamp it a couple of times. And you want to put this on your lower setting on your heat gun if you are drying something. As opposed to that really high setting that's going to put out a lot of heat at once. And that'll dry that right up for us. Okay. Doesn't that look great? Whoops. My goodness, through my telekinesis. All right, so let's go ahead and... Actually, I think I want to trim off just a hair. Right. I know. I swear by it. We're going to cut off an 1/8 of an inch on either side. I don't want it to be like a full, but I want to give us a little room for movement. Okay. Yeah, I swear by the blending brush cleaner. That's actually what just fell on the floor in here. All right, so we have a little lip, just a little tiny lip here. Okay. Now we're going to place this right in the center, or center adjacent, as I always say. Then we're going to add a little bit of adhesive up here in this area because we are going to I'm going to make this a little bit Jankelina, and I like that because it's, you know, it's part of the grooviness of it all. And then when we apply our balloons, I think we'll do them like so. What do you think? Because then if our strings come down a little bit, that's okay. What do you think? Because I designed the strings to be able to work on both. Or should I cut the string before it comes down there? What do you think? Should I leave it or cut them? Let's go ahead and assemble. And then you can tell me what you think. And of course the third balloon we're going to pop up, but I want to put this kind of way up here. I guess I can move it over here further. And then this guy will get popped up. What do we think? Do I cut the string or leave it? I mean, this string, or do I just not put strings on those ones? What do we think? I mean, I already cut out the strings, so I have them ready, but you tell me. So these strings would go like this. I don't like it going over top of it. Or I could do happiest birthday. I could do the sentiment not on the vellum. We could redo the sentiment and put it, won't fit in there, like that. What do we think? Oh, you might be onto something. So like this. Penny, you're a genius. You're a genius. We'll keep her around. We can just kind of let them flow. I like it. Okay. Then our last one. We can trim this little guy down here at the bottom. Love it. There we go. But we're not done yet, because you know what we need, right? Then we have one more card to do. I think that's perfect. I love the gradation of color. You can create your own ending when it comes to how, and now what also you can do is you can go in here and you can do another balloon in vellum, or you can take our sequin sheets and the balloons cut perfectly out of the sequin sheets. All right. So two things that I want to add to this. Some gems, obviously. And I'm also going to add a little bit of sterling shimmer splash, because we want it to have a little bit of oomph. So I'm just going to take this off to the side. And I'm just going to do the flicking. And that'll give these balloons and the background a little bit of visual interest. I'll show you. So I'm just flicking the color over top of my garbage can. Okay. So I don't have to grab. All right. So now do you see how that added just a little something? Yes. Okay. So now we're going to grab a couple little gems. We don't really use the topaz a lot. Let's use those today, shall we? Grab the lid. That's not going to do much, right? I'm going to take Gina's technique today. So what Gina does, I just watched her do this the other day, is she pops down her gems. Are you serious right now? Oh my goodness. That's what I get for doing something out of the way that I normally do it. So Gina, first of all, she doesn't knock her gems all over the place, but Gina will go ahead and she places her gems first. I knew something was going to happen because they don't really fall off of there without having something sticky. So let's try. I hate that this cap doesn't stay on very well after a while. There we go. Don't send that clip to Gina. She'll be like, really? Okay, I think that's all we need. All right, so let's. Now I'm gonna have to use both hands here. Yep, nope, we're not doing it this way anymore. I'm pretty confident in my gem placement. We're not doing it like that anymore. Thank you, Gina, for the tip, but I think that I just, for some reason, need for it to have something to grab onto. All right. Okay. Put all those back in there before I have another catastrophe. Right, they have spoken. All right. So now there's our just very simple happiest birthday. And look at that shimmer that only happens when you pop that up. Isn't that fun? I love it. Now for the next card, I have things pre-stamped. So you don't have to worry. The next one's not going to take us too long to put together because it is already 7:03. But I have these 2 cards in my brain, so 2 cards we're going to make. Okay, so there's our happiest birthday. Love it. Because we're talking groovy and birthday. Groovy and birthday this month. Okay, so for my next trick, I'm not going to shoot stuff all over the place. Let's start there. But what we need to do is we're going to need to take our, and most of you, quite a few of you I think have gotten or did get this stencil when we had our, it was another free gift that we did. But what I'm going to do is I want to create these so that they match up with this particular balloon because I love the color of that balloon, and I think it will give us a beautiful, beautiful, what's the word I'm looking for? It will give us a beautiful background, to a beautiful foreground to the background that we're about to do. I just try to say that 3 times fast. So I'm going to move this to the side, and I'm going to grab again my stick and stamp mat, but this time, when you grab your stick and stamp mat, I want you to grab yourself a piece of gloss stock. Oh no, not gloss stock, I'm sorry. Grab yourself a piece of our standard perfect blend paper. I have quite a few pieces here pre-cut, which is wonderful. And we are going to blend ourselves a background, okay? We're going to blend ourselves a beautiful, beautiful kind of sunrise, sunset kind of a background. So you're going to need your Remember Me. We're going to need No Diving and Remember Me, I think are the 2 colors we're going to use. So remember, make sure you have your blending buddy on your stick and stamp mat because that is going to allow us to blend, blend, blend to our heart's content. And you don't have to go all the way down because we are going to be using another die set down at the bottom you'll see in a moment. Because we're going to be using our puppies that the boys used last night. I can't remember, did the boys use the new puppies or the old puppies last night? Can't remember. Now we're going to go in with our teal. And this is Remember Me. We're just going to add a little bit of visual interest to our sky here. And again, you don't have to go all the way down. I'm doing it backwards here, so this is actually the top of the sky, but I'm going to add a little bit of additional color, because the sky is not always one color. I'm sure you've all noticed that. The old puppies, okay, good. That's what I'm using tonight. The new puppies are getting used, I believe, next week by me. All right, so now that is the top of our sky, and this is the base. So now we're going to set this aside for a moment to dry, but before we do that, we're going to spritz it with a little bit of water. And that is going to activate Simon Hurley's ink. Do you see what happened there? Zoom in a little bit. See how that's given us that visual interest in the background? You know me, I love that visual interest. So we'll go ahead and hit that with a paper towel real quick, and look at how beautiful that made that sky. Okay, so then you're going to grab your stencil. This is our stencil. This was a freebie a couple months ago, last month, month before, I can't remember. And we're going to do some blending, all right? I don't care about the color that's already on here. It's not going to hurt anything, because we're using darker shades for our little balloons here. So we're going to go ahead, and I actually might use, I'm going to use a piece of heather cardstock for our balloon backgrounds, because we're going to make this kind of a, I'd say it's going to be kind of like a real pretty kind of background. So we're going to take Crown Me, No Diving. So we'll start with No Diving, and this may give us kind of like a purple color, because again, we are mixing some colors together, which is no big deal. Okay, start there, and then we're going to go in with some Crown Me. And then this is going to create for us some puppy dog balloons. That's what we're looking for, puppy dog balloons. All right, and then Remember Me is our final color. And you can do this with a rainbow in the background. You could do this however you would like, but since we're doing that puppy stamp that has the razor, you know, it says all in favor of wishing you a happy birthday, say woof, I think is what it, hold on, let me grab it. I already pre-cut it in yeah. All in favor of wishing you a happy birthday, say woof. I already die cut it out, and, or not die cut, that has a SVG. So we're just gonna lift this off here. We have our heart, which is great. This is, you know, we've used this time and time and time again, but we are going to go ahead and cut these out with our balloons, okay? And you're also getting a set of balloons with your, I think there. We'll do one there. I think one right here would be good. You're also getting a set of balloons with your class, if you're taking the class with me for the birthday box, or if you're getting the birthday box, you'll get it too. same thing we did before, just like before, because I forgot to trim our paper down before we went ahead, but that's okay. Okay. Happy Friday Eve. Happy Freebie Friday, I guess is what I would call it. All right, so this is going to give us some puppy dog balloons, which who wouldn't love? Puppy dog. It is still available. It is called Paw Heart, I think, or I can't remember. I don't have the packaging here, but it is still available. It was very, very popular. I think it's still pretty popular right now. All right, so let me peel these off of here. Just be gentle. Okay. One balloon. This one's tearing a little bit, but that's okay. We'll put something in front of it. And the last one. This came out good. All right. So the idea is we'll place our balloons maybe like that. Pop one of these ones behind. And for this we can, we're going to draw the strings on, okay? But we also need our little puppies. So our puppies are going to have their paws up like this, but to go across the bottom, I thought we would do some grass. So I went into my stash, and you guys may have this too. This was one of the dies of the month at one point in 2023. So that would have been 2 years ago. And I'm going to grab a die. This particular die is this one here. It's a grass die. If you look at your die set, it's this one right here. And I'm going to send this through the die cutting machine to give us some grass for the bottom. Okay. I think that's going to look really good. I'm excited. And then we'll put our sentiment at the very bottom, and I think it'll look good. We'll see, though. You'll have to let me know what you think. We may actually not use that giant balloon, because the scale of that is going to be a little too big. Heart paw, that's it. Okay. Oh, hold on. I got to go grab my... I'm going to go grab a piece of Raven. Bear with me one moment. Got to just run to the back hallway. Okay, I'm back. I misplaced the Raven, but that's okay. Because I was going to draw them on anyway. I remember that on my way back. Okay, so here's our grass. It's going to go across the bottom. That's going to cover up the base of our paws. See that there? Substitute the rolling along seam dies. Oh, yes, that would work perfectly. I don't know if we still have that or not. Are we out of stock on this Roots die? What is this called? I can't remember the name of it. That's weird. I guess we're finally out of stock on it. All right, I think that's the biggest balloon we'll use here. So let's color in our puppy paws. Now that we have all of our pieces ready. Okay. Paws are colored in. So we'll go ahead and attach these with just some of our glue here. Right here at the very bottom. And it's like they're popping their paws out of the grass, which I love. Isn't that fun? Wow. That's wild. I thought for sure we still had some of these left. I guess not. Sorry about that, everybody. I try to use stuff that is in stock, but I guess I picked the one of the items. Oh, perfect. That's it, because it's not going to come back. That'll be the last of it, because this was, I mean, we haven't brought it back since it was here in 2023, so having 14 left still. 2 years later, I'd say it's pretty good, right? All right. So we're going to start with this guy right in the middle, because that's going to be our biggest balloon that we're going to want to use. And we're just going to stack, because we're going to put the sentiment over top of the balloons. We want to make sure that it's kind of close to our puppies here. Uh-oh, we're going to have to get a refill soon. And you could add shading to these, which I may actually do with my, it is called Rooted, Stay Rooted. I can't remember, hold on. It is called Stay Rooted. Oh, that must mean it's on sale on the other site. That's why. So, it's probably on sale. So, Penny, you'll have to grab the link if you can from the event side. That's why. From the event side, my love. That's the issue. Because everything was transported over there that is on sale. So you'll have to post the link for the events. And you'll be able to see what it's on sale for. Most of that product, the older product, like stuff that's 2 years and so, is over on the event side for the sale. So you're going to get it on sale. What percentage of it's on sale, I'm not sure. But if you look up BRU 1330 on the events side. Oh, she found it. $11.99. That's a steal. That is a steal and a half. All right, so I'm going to grab my little fine tip pen here and add a string. And this is just like a calligraphy pen from our friends at All To Do. You don't have to do it like this. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable drawing them, I just kind of willy-nilly them. You don't have to. Now, do we think we should put the sentiment here? A or B? I think across the balloons, but no, we'll say A or B. First one wins, and it's going to be popped up. So A is up here, or B? A or B? What do we think? I love when you guys help me design the cards. B. Okay, we have one for B. Okay. I know, I like both too. That's why I needed help. B. Okay, we have two for B. Do we have an A? Okay, so that's an A. Do we have another A or do we have a final B? I'm taking the backer off. We gotta know soon. A or B? A is across the balloons, B is down at the bottom. Any other votes? A or B? We have one A and two Bs. Do we have any other votes? A or B? B. All right, it's going across the bottom. I think it does make everything kind of grounded here. All right, whoopsies. Oh, the crafty gods were in our favor today. There we go. All right, and I love that little shine there. So those are our two birthday cards. One is very playful, you know, with our little puppy dogs. One is a little more regal with our shimmer and shine. And that's everything that I have for you all tonight. So I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me this evening. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate y'all so much. This freebie is available until Sunday, April 13th, which is my birthday. I'm so excited. Sunday, April 13th is when at midnight or 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when this deal will be kaput. The freebie at least. So make sure you go ahead and throw $50 in your cart. And once you throw that $50 in your cart, you will automatically see this die pop in. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate y'all so much. Remember to create something every single day, whether it's a birthday card for someone special in your life or your own ending. I will see you all very